Hi guys, this is Aubrey here from All About Gadgets, and today I'm gonna list out for some of the smartphones which I personally recommend from a budget segment from rupees 6,000 to 15,000. This I've this is based on the first Q1 of the 2018, which I personally recommend after when I saw the specs, and this one is based on the testing purpose, not on the only over the specs. So let's begin doing the which I will recommend you. So I will start from the lowest price to the highest price range, that's from the 6,000 to 15,000, at a range that budget at this budget which will be the best smartphone for you. So at the first, for 6,000 I recommend this 10 or E with this 10 or D, which was launched by 10 or just in this 2018 only. It's the 10 or D version. This was actually launched in comparison for to compete with the Redmi 5A, and personally I feel for the 6,000 this 10 or D goes much better because in the storage of the Xiaomi Redmi 5 is little bit limited. It yes, because it's a sort of limited storage, but here you get to see the 3 gigabytes of RAM, 32 gigabytes of storage, Snapdragon 425 processor, and a fingerprint scanner. But the main con is on the Redmi 5A you don't get a fingerprint scanner. And battery is 3500 milliampere battery, and you must be thinking that a Snapdragon 425 is paired with the 3500 milliampere battery would go good, but it's not good. It's not so much good. It will last only about a day. If you do a typical work, then it should last about for a day, or if you're a heavy gamer or do more consumption, then it would not. That means you have to charge every day. And personally, there are two variants. There are 5,000 and 6,000. But as me, at my experience when I saw, I do not recommend the 6,000 with 5,000 variant, because 5,000 is also the sort of storage, limited storage, and it's a little shorter screen. This one is the you get to 3 gigs of RAM, 32 GB of storage, and you also get a fingerprint scanner. So I would say go for the 6,000 rupees 10 or T. Next I come to the variant which is of the 1 minute. Yeah, this is a 7,000 variant at 7,000 rupees. I recommend again it's the 10 or phone, that's the 10 or E. This is also again a budget phone in the 7,000 rupees segment, but this one also comes with the Snapdragon 430 processor and a 4000 milliampere battery, again 3 gigs of RAM, 32 GB of storage, and you get a fingerprint scanner, and the screen is little more increased than the 10 or T. This one also I'm including because specs are really good in this, 3 GB RAM, 32 GB storage, and you must be thinking at this time also why I did not recommend the Xiaomi phone Redmi 5A, because at first we used to get a 6,000, but now it's selling on 7,000, and you also not get a fingerprint scanner, whereas in the 10 or E you will get a fingerprint scanner, which is a pretty quite quick responsive. And also this is phone, as we say that this is crafted for Amazon. Yes, it is crafted for Amazon, or you also get to see the almost stock Android version, not almost stock, at least nearby, because it's already filled with the Amazon apps like that I'm seeing here, Amazon Shopping, Prime Video, Amazon Kindle. So 7,000 and the 4,000 milliampere battery, you must be again thinking, I will say that don't think that 4,000 mAh battery means great battery life. No, because only pairing with Snapdragon 430 and 4,000 milliampere doesn't going great with this 10 or E. The problem with this 10 or devices is this only, that their battery is not so great and efficient if I compare with the Xiaomi phones. But if your battery is the highest priority, you can go for the Xiaomi Redmi 5A. But other specs, I'll say 10 or D is far better than the Xiaomi Redmi 5A. And it also has a fingerprint scanner, whereas the Redmi 5A does not have a fingerprint scanner. So let's move on to the 8,000 variant. So for the 8,000 variant, I have it's a usually unusual choice. This is the Smartron's T Phone P. You must be thinking why Smartron T Phone P, because it was used to sell in 10,000, but suddenly I saw there is a permanent price cut of rupees 2,000, and now it's selling for 8,000 rupees, the Smartphone T14. But this one is really good because it also pairs with the Snapdragon 430 or 35 processor, and it also comes with a massive 5000 mAh battery. And this one is not a full HD screen, this will get 720p screen, but don't worry, screen is really good resolution. And the fingerprint scanner is quite responsive, quick responsive, more than the 10E. And the camera also is average, because the in budget segment we don't expect, also we should not expect that miracle will happen with the camera. So I prefer at a budget segment of 8,000 the Smartphone T14. So this also comes with, there's a rear flash and volume same rockers, fingerprint scanner, and this also comes 3GB RAM, 32GB storage, and it's an IPS screen without 720p resolution. Moving on to the 9000. In the 9000 variant I have, let me check. In the 9000, yes, 9000 variant, now I am choosing the Xiaomi Redmi 5. Yes, this is just launched phone by the Xiaomi, which is a really budget, as the Xiaomi claims is a budget monster, as you can say, but not totally a budget not fully budget monster, because it is paired with the Snapdragon 450 processor. But this time I will say that the ones which came in the lineup from the 6000 to 8000, this processor is the most quickest processor than the other lineups in this limited budget from 9,000 rupees. So and there are two variants that comes in that 7999 that comes with the 2 gigs and 16 gigs. And personally I feel don't go for the 2 gigs and 16 gigs, go for this 9000 variant that comes with 3GB RAM, 32GB storage, because if we can spend 8,000, then why should not we spend more 1,000 and get this good variant? That doesn't, why Xiaomi did launch this product of 7999, I don't know. It does not make any sense. This 7999 and 10999 does not make any sense. Best will be in the budget segment of 9,000 would be the Xiaomi Redmi 5 of the 3GB RAM, 32GB storage variant. So, and this one is also, you are having full HD screen, that's the 1080p pixels, and here you will get to see a fingerprint scanner, 12 megapixel of rear camera, and the same volume rockers. And the most thing is that the modern 18:9 aspect ratio, which is compact, powered with a 5.7-inch full HD display, and also it is based on the 14 nanometer FinFET technology, which will prevent you from getting the phone overheated, and it is also covered with the dual pyrolytic shades. So now moving on to the 10,000. Now if your budget comes, if you have a budget of 10,000 rupees, at 10,000 I would recommend this Infinix Hot S3. This is just launched phone from the Infinix. Now it's selling from the 11, I think it's got a price cut of 8,999. If it got, it's good, otherwise its MRP comes with the 10,000. And this one is a real selfie-centric smartphone which comes with a 20 megapixel of low light selfie. Means in the dark condition you can click better selfies. This one also has the same features, only this comes with the Snapdragon 430 processor, and you get to see a good LED flash on both the rear side and the front side. And this one is paired with this 16 megapixel of rear camera and a 20 megapixel of front camera. So if your budget is of 10,000, you can go for this. And if your selfie and looks are your highest priority, you can go for this Infinix Hot S3. And why I am recommending this new brand, because I know Infinix is just a new brand, so you must be thinking that this might not be good. Yes, I also believe, I don't assure you that it would be long lasting, but I was surprised with the camera result with the Infinix Hot S3. So you can go for this model, which is the name that's this Infinix Hot S3, which comes with a 20 megapixel of low light selfie. Moving on to the next variant. Now if your budget comes to the that was the 9,000, sorry. Now again 10,000 variant, if I say speak. So I have this time now at a 10,000 the Redmi Note 5 of the 3GB RAM, 32GB storage variant. Yes, this time 10,000 rupees. If your selfie is not your priority, and if your processor and battery and screen is a priority, then you can go for this. Redmi Note 5 instead of that Infinix Hot S3, because this one is powered by the Snapdragon 625 octa-core chipset, which is based on 8 cores, and it comes with the 3GB RAM, 5.99 inch Full HD Plus screen, that is the 2116 pixels, and it has a 18:9 aspect ratio. It has 18:9 aspect ratio, is the 4K resolution like the 2160 pixels. And this comes with the two variants. One is 3GB RAM, 32GB storage, that costing around 10,000, which I recommend you go for this 10,000. And another is there for 11,000, I think so. That's the 4GB RAM and 64GB internal storage. But I do not recommend the 4GB, because only for the storage, 3GB and 32GB storage is good enough. Because Xiaomi's Redmi, this RAM management above 3GB is really best. And here you will get to see a dual SIM slot, where it is a My Hybrid slot where you can put 2 nano SIM or 1 nano SIM and 1 SD card. And it comes with a rear camera of 12 megapixel and a front camera of 5 megapixel. And this comes with a 4000 mAh battery. Now this pairing is really good, because Xiaomi's battery and this pairing is really good. Pairing with the Snapdragon 625 SoC, which is octa-core processor, and comes with the 4000 mAh battery and a fingerprint scanner, would be really good. And trust me, this fingerprint scanner is quick. It's so quick responsive that it has also surpassed the Infinix Hot S3 and the other variants which I just have lined up. So coming on to the next variant of, if you have a choice of 11,000, I prefer this Honor 9 Lite, which was just launched by Honor, that you get to see in the Flipkart also as sale. This Honor 9 Lite, if your looks is your main highest priority, then you should try this Honor 9 Lite, because it comes with first it has its own processor, it's the high silicon Kirin 659 octa-core processor. This I'm little bit disappointed that why the companies, they provide their own processor, why do not they provide the Qualcomm's? This I'm little bit disappointed, but rest features are good. It comes with the 3GB RAM, 5.65 inch, 18:9 aspect ratio, Full HD Plus screen, which is of 2116 pixels, and it also packs with the 32GB internal storage and 64GB. But don't go for the 4 and 64GB, go for the 3GB RAM, 32GB internal storage. And this comes with this also hybrid slot, where you can put 2 nano SIM or 1 nano SIM and 1 micro SD card. And here you get to see a rear dual camera of 13 megapixel, which is based on the f2.0 aperture, and a 2 megapixel of camera, which comes with the secondary depth camera, which we say as a 2 megapixel, but say that is only given 2 megapixel because that is a secondary depth camera with face detection autofocus. So this pairing is good, 13+2, and a front dual camera also you get to see. For what the Honor is popular, that the 4 cameras, 2 in the front and 2 in the back. And the front dual camera is a 13 megapixel of f2.0 aperture and 2 megapixel with LED flash. And the battery is little bit decreased this time with the Honor 9 version. This is comes with the 3000 mAh battery. But battery is not the big issue, because Honor 9 Lite battery will last along to at least near to the 2 days it lasts. And it also has a fingerprint scanner. So 11,000 I prefer this time, this Honor 9 Lite. First I thought I would have preferred the Redmi Note 4, but this Honor 9 Lite has also surpassed this Xiaomi's Redmi Note 4. Coming to the 12,000 variant, in 12,000 I prefer, there comes 12 and 13 variant. Now it's 13,000, I recommend in the 13,000 variant. And 12,000 also I'm recommending. First let's go to the 12,000. In 12,000 I recommend the Micromax Canvas Mega 4G, which is really a good shot by Micromax. And Micromax Canvas Mega 4G I think now is getting for 6,500, but the real 11,999 variant was the Micromax Canvas Infinity. This one also has the 18:9 aspect ratio of fingerprint scanner, and it also comes with the 3GB RAM, 32GB storage. But Micromax, this time they are pricing high, because just for the display we should not pay 12,000. Instead of that, I prefer this phone, which is a really also beaten the Micromax also. This is also another phone from this Honor. It's the Honor 7X. It's far better than the Micromax, because Micromax comes with a MediaTek MT36737 processor, but this one comes with a Kirin 659 octa-core processor, and that one is also a quad core, and this is octa-core. This also comes with the 4 cameras, 2 at the back, 2 at the front. So if your camera looks at the priority, you can go for this Honor 7X, and it also comes with a fingerprint scanner and an NFC. Moving on to the next variant. Now we are coming up to the last. That's the 14,000. In 14,000 rupees, I recommend this Xiaomi's Redmi Note 5 Pro, as the Xiaomi claims that it's the budget based and also camera based. I really say that yes, it is a camera based, because the samples of this phone is really cool. It's really insane. And this also comes with the latest new Qualcomm Snapdragon 636 SoC, which is an octa-core processor. And this packs with a 4GB RAM and 66GB RAM. And the storage is also, you get to see a 64GB. This they have done a little bad. They would have provided that 4GB RAM and 64GB and then 6GB RAM and 128GB. Then it would have been good. Anyways, now this comes with a 5.99 inch 18:9 Full HD Plus LCD screen. Means this one also has a 4K resolution like the 2160 pixels. And this is also the Snapdragon 636 SoC, which is a global debut, because till now none of the brands has came up with a phone with this brand new Snapdragon 636 processor. Only Xiaomi has came up with as really there's a global debut in India. Now let's talk about the storage. 4GB, 64GB, as I said. Now you get to see, and the RAM management is also good. Why they have launched the 6GB variant, I don't know, but I honestly don't go for the 6GB. I personally recommend the 4GB variant. Now let's move on to the SIM. It comes with a dual SIM also. This one is also hybrid, 1 nano SIM and 1 SD card and 2 nano SIMs. And this also comes with a front camera, and this time I'm really impressed with Xiaomi. They have given a 20 megapixel of front camera with the Sony IMX376 sensor. Yes, this comes with the Sony IMX376 sensor because this sensor is really Xiaomi provides in its flagship phone, and this suddenly started providing budget, which is really insane. And it also comes back with a 4000 mAh battery. I have no issues. I used the last Redmi Note 4 also. It has no issues also, like I'm recording this one as in the Redmi 3S Prime. This one also I don't see any battery issues. And it also has a fingerprint scanner. So I hope you today like my recommendations which I said about 6,000 to 15,000. Now I'm giving you a quick highlight of the price and the phone that I'm recommending, so that you get an idea which one to buy. So let's start from the 6,000. So as I said, 6,000 10-odd-D, then 7,000 10-odd-E, then moving on to the 8,000 Smartron T-Phone P. Now moving on to the 9,000 variant, that's the Redmi 5 of 3GB and 32GB storage variant. Now moving on to the 10,000, the 10 or 9 I think it's so, is the Infinix Hot S3 with a 20 megapixel low light selfie. Now if your budget is 10,000, Redmi Note 5, then I said 11,000 Honor 9 Lite, then again to 13,000 this Honor 7X, and then 14,000 the Redmi Note 5 Pro. So this was my recommendations, and this video is not sponsored any particular brand or Xiaomi or this, because this is not any sponsored video. This is my opinion of what I think it should be the best phone of this budget segment of rupees 6,000 to 50,000 rupees, and these are my top picks of the first quarter of the Q1 of 2018. So I hope you like my video, and if you liked it, then please like and share my video and subscribe to my channel Oliver Gadgets. So thanks for watching. This is Orgo, and I hope to meet you in my next video. So till then, goodbye.